election analysis. The election, as we all know, took place on the 23rd, on the 25th of this month. Now, all votes have been counted, have been collated and counted, and there's a lot actually happening right now. The winner has been announced, and we are now being told that BAT, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu has actually won the election. So there's been a lot of intrigues. There are people who are celebrating on the streets of Lagos. Interestingly, Alhaji Tinubu actually lost Lagos State, which is his backyard, literally.
His hometown.
Now, so, well, you can call it hometown. And so there's a lot riding on there. So, just before we actually continue, I would like to introduce my co-hosts, Mr. Israel, the formidable election analyst, and also the beautiful, amicable.
I'm blushing. Hello, everyone.
Vicky CY.
Hello, everyone. Guys? Yeah, we're all fine and good.
Fine. Okay, so as I was saying, the winner has been announced. In fact, I actually missed that, and there's a lot of should I say, is there a lot of, I think the question should be, right now, is there tension? So let me start with Mr. Israel.
Well, since the get-go of this election, there has been tension in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, but now, after announcing the result, there will still be more tension, because the opposition parties, like what I've heard, are not happy. Some are saying that they've been robbed, like the INEC didn't do what they planned or what they promised to do. So there will still be more tension till the whole case is settled. But for now, tension continues.
So, Vicky.
Yes, please.
So, what do you say about the situation out there?
It's so correct.
What did you hear on the streets?
In fact, there have been really tension and a lot of protests. In fact, we heard that the masses are now coming out. Now they want to actually go on a real protest. That how can they be imposing what they actually? It's just like what you order versus what you got. So you're like, why are they imposing what they actually vote for? Because I'm still yet to get the truth out there, because like we were really getting different results flying over social media and those. In fact, we don't even know which to actually go for.
I think personally, I've not really seen much evidence. Now, this is where we need to be very, very careful.
Okay.
Because, statements that people actually make. For instance, somebody actually sent a video.
Okay.
Allegedly showing people in Kogi State rioting. And it turns out that they were not rioting anything. What those people were actually doing was celebrating
is it
I think
carnival.
There was this cultural carnival that they were actually celebrating.
Wow.
So, we don't want anyone actually quoting things out of order.
Thank you.
Going out and start saying, hey, so somebody is slapping somebody.
So that's the reason why we're actually on here, to get people's opinion in this different states. Okay. So
as it is right now, so what do you think? I know that there's a lot of people who are feeling very aggrieved.
Very.
So, and I believe that the Constitution actually allows for you to challenge the results.
Yes.
Yes. So in my view, I just feel that if anybody feels that way, they know exactly what to do. There's no need to resort to violence or anything. Sure. And honestly, if you look at in comparison to over the years,
yep.
The last election was actually marked by a lot of violence.
Yeah, but
in comparison to what we've got, I'm not saying we didn't have some sporadic violence happening out there,
yep.
but right now we are not really seeing that. Which I believe that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there are some people actually doing the rioting, but it's just that according to the news, I think Peter Obi was like they should keep calm. They shouldn't riot. There shouldn't be no riot, no violence, and all that, because that's what I stumbled on the internet today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have some few people across the country that will be calling, and I
Okay.
think one of them is Mr. Oga.
Oh,
So I just want to
okay.
find out, is Mr. Oga ready for us? Okay, so we're just about to call Mr. Oga now. So
You-
and
You
what
know, we didn't
states-
finish the conversation we were having with him yesterday.
okay, Mr. Oga.
Yeah, he was actually giving us a
Mr.
vital cue.
Oga.
He was giving us a
Mr.
vital
Wi-
cue point actually
Okay,
that was
right.
happening.
That we were not
he
able
was,
to.
Yeah, he was calling from Abuja actually.
Okay, so
Yes.
we will be calling Mr. Oga from Abuja to actually join us and give us his view of what the present situation is on the ground in Abuja. So
I am very, very much interested to know what exactly.
are you sure?
Yes, I am. You need to. But man, it was on point. Like giving out a lot of things we weren't expecting. You know. You know,
Okay.
too many dramas, social media, and you get a lot of things flying on the air. So he was there to actually clear the air. Like this is what happening.
Yeah, hello.
Hi,
Yeah, is that Mr. Oga?
this is Mr. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Oga. This is Tunde from G Niger TV. How are you today?
Okay, I'm very well, thank you. But I can't talk at the moment. I want to with someone at the moment.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Okay, is that okay? Is it okay for us to call you back at some point, or you might not be able to?
One time, so I'll call you back.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Right.
Honestly,
Well,
I do
that is,
go. No, if Mr. Organ wouldn't have time for us to think to say,
Like more things.
he has something to split out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and that caught my attention, Dory.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually got my attention, so I'm really, really interested in knowing what he has to say.
Okay. All right. So I mean, so far so good. We've not heard of any. I've not heard anything other than somebody trying to flap up a false narrative.
Okay.
You know, like we said earlier. So of a cultural festival taking
Yes,
place in
yes,
Kogi
yes.
State. So there's nothing like that. So largely, everything seems to be peaceful. I like to call a spade.
Okay.
I can understand where there's no fire, there's no need to start saying you can see smoke.
Yeah.
Like Mr. What was that gentleman yesterday that was telling us?
Mr. Babolola.
Mr. Baba. Mr. Babalola has entered the.
Yeah, so
we
because he wasn't on point at all. To me, I'm not being biased, but I'm only just trying to be neutral.
Okay.
Here. But
Yeah,
Mr. Organ was on point to give a what is.
We're actually encouraging people. I mean, look, this program is actually interactive.
Yep.
And if you really want to call in for our viewers, if you really want to call in, just call 0908 353 4454. Okay, so please, you can actually see the number on the screen, so it's actually scrolling
Yep.
on our channel. Okay, 0908 353 4454. So now tell me, I mean, what do you think the mood is like now at the APC camp?
Of course, jubilation.
Jubilation. But do you have any video of that?
Yeah, we stumbled on some. Yeah, we stumbled on some on the internet anyway, where Baba was dancing and like the Jagoba was dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Was
really
it the mood? Yeah.
But it's celebration mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you reckon? What about what's the mood with the obedience?
Okay.
According to Mr. Peter Obi himself, he sent a message to all the supporters of the Labour Party, telling them that he's going to address them soon. But we really don't know what he's going to say, what's going on in his mind.
Okay.
But we are just hoping to hear. The people are hoping to hear from him.
Okay. So people are looking to. So I mean, like we said, right? So the lines are all 0908 353 4454. Please call in. We want to hear from
Do
you.
well to call in and tell us your
Please call.
point of view, to say how the situation has been over your own end, please. We definitely
Anywhere,
need
so
that call.
across the country, we want people to call in, tell us exactly what they think about this election.
Okay.
Okay.
I stumbled on something on the internet right now.
Okay.
Like, Peter Obi is saying, this is from Erify.
Okay.
Yeah, saying Peter Obi has 100% chance to win Tinubu and Atiku, but he is an Igbo man. We rather go to war than see Igbo win.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, in what century is that one?
I don't even know.
Is that person still living in the early 60s or what?
Honestly, because I stopped money then like, what is
No. We're not. Look, let me tell you something.
Okay.
I remember I read some things, a couple of things on the internet, and I belong to a group.
Okay.
Now I won't mention the name of that group.
Okay.
Now in that group we have people who have the good thing about that group is that we have various people from different parties.
Okay.
Conservative, Labour, APC, PDP, all there. But there was something that the guy actually said that really that I didn't like.
Okay.
And he was actually referring to people who were Yorubas that for supporting Peter Obi, that it's because they don't have an idea of what took place. And honestly, I really felt very aggrieved. I was really upset. Yeah. And the thing for me is that I'm thinking Nigeria, look, across all the major tribes, even other smaller tribes as well, there is intermarriages has been taking place
Of course,
for decades.
Yep.
Sure.
Things have been happening. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I have Igbo friends that sometimes I don't, sometimes there are quite a lot of people that are Igbo that I meet, and I'm like, are you serious? Are you Igbo? Because they are practically Yoruba as far as I'm concerned.
Do you understand?
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I have friends who, before you even say it, you just say, I know you are Igbo. And we will you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say in essence is this. Is there any tribe that does not have their shortcoming?
I mean, when I stumbled on
Whether
that,
you are Yoruba, or whether you are Igbo, whether you are Fulani or Hausa, we all have our differences.
Like,
I personally do not agree in when people play tribalism, because look, when it favors you, it is okay.
Of course.
But when the other people start getting the upper hand and they're doing exactly and they do better than you, then what happens then?
You don't feel safe.
safe at all.
Then you feel that no, this is Ojoro. No, there's no Ojoro thing.
I think that is what people are actually saying out there.
Look, the truth of the matter is this: we know there've been some discrepancies.
Yes.
Obviously, we know that.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to make an assertion that I don't have evidence of. Just because something is written on one social media, I'm not going to carry it. So that's why we use the word allegedly.
Yep.
You understand?
Yes.
So, and again, there's a gentleman that said he was going to call in, who happens to be one of the INEC officials as well.
Oh, that's true.
So we are actually waiting for his call. So he actually needs to call us at some point. He actually needs to call us at some point to basically tell us his own views.
Yeah, his own
so
point of view.
we are actually expecting his call. So hang on, I think I'm being given some. Yeah. So I'm going to be calling the gentleman very soon. He's Mr. Wale Adeshida. So he has actually said he wants to tell us exactly what actually took place. So, but meanwhile, while we're actually looking to do that, there's some other things I actually want to talk about. Some of the fallout from this.
Okay.
Now, when people start saying, because somebody is Yoruba, that's the only reason you vote for the person. I'm like, you are the most miserable of all people.
Because it has never been like that.
There's nothing. There is nothing.
Oncoming.
There is nothing like that. Look,
but why is it now
maybe we are. Although those people, they have their reason for saying that.
Why?
And
Reasons.
No. Look, let's
be.
I'm not going to mention. Let me tell you this, right? Look,
okay.
Somebody who I'm a realist.
Right.
Okay.
And also, I'm not naive.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that, you see, whatever we accuse of one tribe, be rest assured that every other tribe have done the same thing.
Yeah, it's true.
I can tell you that.
True.
It's just that some people, should I say that we do have, for anybody, if Providence gives you happen to be within a tribe that says that their number is more than the rest of the people in the country, I believe that each major tribe in the country should have a turn. I'm one of those people that believe in rotational.
The same thing applied to me as well.
Rotational presidency,
Yeah.
and the reason for that is that look, Nigeria, we are over 200 million.
Of course.
Some people have got a leg in, while some other tribe have only get one leg.
Thank you.
The thing is that there should be measures in place to bring about integration, so that when it comes to when the time comes for us to select leaders every 4 years, like we do in the country,
Yes.
there will be this sense of inclusion. Do you understand?
This tribe has actually gone into this
If,
tenure.
for instance, right, that say from the north have had a lot of turns.
A lot.
Although if we are counting, they said we shouldn't count the coups and stuff and things like that.
Yes.
I mean, look, I get it. Okay, fine. We're now in democracy, right?
Yeah.
And we say that. And believe me, Nigeria being one nation is not just about saying one nation. We don't say one nation with mouths.
Yeah, because it is. I think according
We
to
don't
them,
say
it's one
there are
Zambia.
measures in place that should actually be followed. But apparently, we have within the constitutions, there are certain, say for instance, right, when certain jobs, like maybe like in federal, say in federal appointments,
Okay.
there should be like a proportional representation across board.
Yeah.
There's nothing like, because the truth of the matter is that if a certain tribe begin to dominate the whole thing, of course they will have undue or monopoly and advantage.
Sure.
But then I don't think you should be rocket science if the other tribes don't want to play ball.
You get it. So
You understand? But at the same time, remember that, like we have Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa,
that is why it's called Wasobia.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's what we have Basobia. But at the same time, I always ask the question that, look, fine, when you are all there playing politics and all that, what I always try to say to all the different, not just to Yorubas or to Igbos, but to everybody, is that remember that if you are winning today and you intend to now sit down there and like misuse
The opportunity.
the opportunity.
Yeah.
And what do we even mean by misusing the opportunity? When all you care about is that, look, as long as we are there, we don't give a toss about any other person.
Now you're actually heading to where it is. Because when I
understand?
stumbled on it and I'm like, why? Why does it have to be like that?
Okay.
I mean,
It
we've
doesn't
been
have to
voting
be.
we've been voting for different tribes who are becoming. Why is it now that an able person is actually into power? Like, want to go into power?
You see, there is a shift now. You see, our mindset is changing. That is why you see that's why you will see an Hausa person, a Fulani person, a Yoruba person chasing Peter Obi, supporting Peter Obi. It's not that they are not bastards.
At all.
That's all.
They know who they are. They know what they want. You see, those days where I believe that those days that will follow leadership blindly, they are over.
It's over. That's just the
honestly,
top of it. That is
that's
what
the
they're
primitive
saying right
thinking.
now.
That in itself will not.
For the first time, we had the old full masses, like the old full youth coming out to vote.
And he has nothing. Nobody was
understand?
seriously. They had nothing. It's the same way I see some Yorubas where we're not even following Peter Obi. They were like doing Atiku, and I'm thinking, well, guess what? That is what they have every right to do. That if that's what they believe.
Sure.
That is for sure.
But what I don't buy into is that
Hey, this one is
say that this man is Yoruba.
Yeah.
If he's Yoruba and he can perform, I will chase him down. I will stand with him, knowing, in the spirit of fairness and equity. I would absolutely. But if it actually comes in, you see, this is where some people feel, you are being naive. I mean, come on. The truth of the matter is that, you see, the thing might be, should I say the winner's mentality.
Yeah.
But the day the shoe gets transferred to the other leg, don't feel bad.
See.
Because if they do the same thing, that is why I said there are certain things that must take place.
Okay.
If we have, for me, I always believe that everybody should actually be, all the child should be given opportunities.
Yes.
Sure.
Do you
That is
understand?
what I believe.
For instance, I did not believe that Atiku should have gone into this election. The reason being that, look, the North has been there.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? look, I know a lot of wonderful northern people, and who have said pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
You understand? It's not as if that it's not as if that they are not sellouts. So in the same way that you have Yoruba people who are actually going for obedience, it's not about that. But somebody coming to say, "Oh, those people there, don't trust them." I'm like, hello, we've had Yoruba people that we said we don't trust. President Obasanjo was there, and I've had people say all kind of nasty thing about him. But then ask the question is like, look, show me. You need to show me
there need to be an
the things that he did badly.
Yes.
Okay.
Before
This man paid off. Look, I've never met him, but this man actually paid off Nigerians our debt.
Yes.
Sure.
He did a lot of things. He brought a lot of things in.
Sure.
He did a lot of things.
Of course.
Yeah.
But and when people actually said like, "Oh, what did you do for Yoruba people?" I'm like, "But is he the president of Yoruba nation? He's the president of Nigeria. He's a nationalist."
Sure.
When his cabinet was what? Proportional representation. It should be a template that everybody should do. Of course, he has his weak points.
Sure.
Of course, he's a man now. So which human being that does not actually have issues?
Sure.
So I was wondering why Erifa would actually say that.
See, let's be sane. Let's be truthful. You need to watch what you say to the public. What Erufai said is off point, off key, and offline. You shouldn't have said such a thing to the public.
Offline. I like that.
No, because you can't come out to the public and say such a thing because it's an Igbo man. Mind you, this is supposed to be the turn of the eastern people to rule.
Yes.
This is supposed to be the turn of the southeast. But unfortunately enough, it is from the west that took it. Like they said, it is BAT that is the sole winner. And that is why we are having tension now. Like I said, the tension will continue because the southeast believe that it is your turn. And it should go round. The south have taken your share.
But sorry, can I actually? Sorry, I need to interrupt you there. But do we actually have this? Do we actually have that?
Yeah, we
that's
do.
where, because it's not all Easterners that support Peter Obi now.
Yeah, like I agree to the point that not all Easterners, but the thing is, there's a rotation going. Like if the south is rule.
But that rotation, remember, is not embedded in the constitution.
No, it's not.
It's like a gentleman, well, among the political class, right?
Yeah.
They know that, okay, look, we've had the North, we've had the South.
Yeah, we have
okay. I mean, obviously, the North have had the most.
Yeah, sure.
So, but at the same time, the only other major tribe that's not really had.
Is the Igbos.
Is the Igbos. But let me ask you one. Fine, we're saying this, but why? We need to. It's not just
that
about.
That is the reason why I actually brought it.
Is there a particular reason why the Igbos have not really had their turn?
That is just it. That is the question that I was about going to ask. I just wanted you to just, just landed to where exactly I wanted you to land.
I stumbled on something. An Igbo man said something online. He said, the reason why people are afraid to allow Igbos to rule is like they always bring something different to the table.
How did they mean by something different?
Like I said, wow. He said, because the man was trying to bring it out that Nigeria should allow Igbo rule this time, because there is no state in Nigeria that you not see an Igbo man running a business
honestly
that is bringing people together. Because the man made it saying that a city without an Igbo man is a dead city, because they know Igbo men for business, for entrepreneurship. But I'm trying to say that I'm not looking at what he's trying to say, but me, I just believe that at least the northern part had your own share. Yes, the western part had their own share too. So at least maybe we should just give the Igbos a chance.
That was what I was saying.
To have their share.
And the funny thing again, I stumbled on the news, actually on online, and threatening the Igbos.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I really need to ask, what have the Igbo done? Is there any record of anything that Igbo has actually done out there? Because I'm just combining all of this and like, why? First, they don't want the Igbos to rule. Second, they're not threatening again. Why?
Like, I've always said that for the country to really forge ahead, and you know, we don't become one nation just, you know, by just saying it.
Yeah.
There are positive actions that needs to be taken, positive steps that needs to be taken,
Yep.
so that we can then become what, fully integrated, because it's going to happen one way or the other. I believe that Nigeria is really blessed,
Yes.
but
Yes.
there is a lot of
Blessed.
distrust going on.
Honestly, you just
Yes.
set it up.
There's a
You
lot of
just said
distrust
it.
going on, and look,
And I think some of a little bit of tribalism as well.
okay, let me put it to you this way. I believe that some Igbo people are not helping matters as well.
But in what ways?
Okay,
If you're
let me-
saying something, you have to have a backup with it.
okay.
Yes, you have
Now,
to have a proof.
I think about 2-3 years ago,
Okay.
we actually had a street interview, and then my personal opinion has been that, look, I think we need to have an able president. But the truth of the matter is that if you look at some of the antecedent that's been taking place, each time you come up with, look, there is no angel that walks the earth
At all.
that lives among human beings.
If I know
Angels actually will come, they are messengers sent by God. They will come down, deliver their message, and go.
back.
So the earth is for the children of God, humans.
yes.
For those of us who are still alive.
Yeah.
Now, the truth is that there's not going to be any perfect person. Do you understand?
all, yeah,
Okay, and we are
Your own.
the Bible says, wait now, the Bible actually says it, isn't it?
Sure.
It said when they called Jesus, they said
The perfect one.
perfect master,
Of course.
good master, and he said, why do you call me
Holy
good?
master, yeah.
Or why do you call me good? He said, nobody is what?
Perfect.
Nobody is perfect except God.
God,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so when we now bring out someone, the only challenge I found out is that the people don't rally around a person from who is actually Igbo. There will always be something. You understand what I'm saying? Because look at the case of Peter Obi. You understand? You know, don't know him personally. Now, by the time all the negative things I read about Peter Obi were from Igbo people. You understand?
I
When
kept
he had
asking
issues with
this
Soludo,
question,
Eh?
what are the proof? What is the negative you had about it?
the proof. What are you talking about? Don't you read? I'm sure you actually you read things that are being said.
Yes, we do.
You understand?
But you know, if you're clearly, like I said, if you're clearly stating something, you need to have a proof. You said you
I
had
have come
to-
across with what he said.
Okay, so
I have come
what
across
are
he
they
said.
saying, or rather, what did they say?
See,
But no, let me actually reply. I think you're actually getting this wrong.
I'm not getting. I just want to get, like, I need to know.
You
why.
know exactly what has been said. All kind of things. They said when he was governor. I think I know that I've heard his name, obviously. So, but everything I keep hearing, not from other people.
Okay.
Of course, there are quite a few people that tells me, "Oh, he's an Igbo man. We don't need to support Igbo. It's Yoruba people." And I'm like, thank you. I can make up my mind.
Do you know a king
But-
can never
but-
be worshipped in his palace except he's out there? Do you know?
But well, what do you say
The same
about?
thing happened
Okay,
to
what do you
Jesus
say
Christ
about
as well.
BAT then?
okay, oh, okay.
What do you say about BAT now?
Wait, when is our
Because when you
Mr.
actually say when you're talking about, look, let me tell you something.
Okay.
There are times when you respect your opponent. In fact, if you want to make headway, you must respect your opponent.
That's
Sure.
certain.
You see, all the three main gladiators in this presidential election,
Yes.
I salute them. You understand what it is?
Oh,
If
yes.
you know what it takes, forget about the rights and the wrongs now.
Yep.
If you know what it takes, it is not for boys.
At all.
It's for men.
Yes.
Yes.
Is for men. Anybody running for
That's
any
why
kind
there's
of
a political stuff with the
anybody
game.
running for any. Look, we see them. I mean, we see this stuff happening in America.
Of course.
That one is even mad. Like they say that one oh mad though. But you see, the point I'm just trying to make here is this, right? I felt that it is high time. There's agitation going on. These people feel aggrieved. They feel left behind.
Yeah.
They feel that they are not being situation. They are not actually addressing their situation. So you know, and for me, I do not believe in people resorting to violence to achieve, you know, you don't do that. Because at the end of the day, nobody has a monopoly of violence.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? People that want to commit suicide, who don't care anymore, are the ones, you know, to destroy. You don't need to be a genius.
At all.
Just take a bomb and throw it in one place.
Just one day.
Seconds, Abi. It's in seconds. Yes. But can you build those things in seconds?
No,
you can't. You can't build those things in seconds. It's not going to happen. Before you can build something, it takes what? You know, it takes years, effort, time, discipline to build something meaningful. But do you know that, have you noticed that to do anything bad, you don't need to make it, no effort required.
Very cheap.
Very cheap.
For where?
Even spiritually, they say it's very cheap.
Really?
Sure.
You know, they will tell you, you know, at least among you, but they will tell that to destroy somebody, that you don't need to spend money. They will say, just go and bring 1 kobo. And they were like,
1 minute, if I 1 second, everything has
God help the person that doesn't know Jesus. You are exposed. but honestly, I feel that if we have this mindset whereby we believe in fairness, and I think that is what we have seen. Lagos State is a Yoruba land. Neat. Let's forget about all the sentiment that some people say. You know, it was federal capital when it's now owned by everybody. Forget it, because for people to rise up who have not been bribed and are following Peter Obi. Whoa.
That is what I'm saying. Now you're getting my point exactly.
No, but what I'm saying is that, you see, but the other point that we were expecting, look at the kind of support that I believe that BAT was getting more support from the Yorubas than if you compare to the kind of support that Peter Obi had from among the Igbos.
Yeah, right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yes,
because they were knocking him. Look, please, how many major politicians supported Peter Obi? How many? It was like he was going out of fashion. They were just saying all kind of nasty stuff, and the thing that me I've never, like I said, that I didn't even know, which as far as I'm concerned, those are just allegations. You know. So, but what we're just driving at here is that, you know, when you're trying to make a headway in things, it is different among the Hausas, the Fulanis. It is different among the Yorubas. Yeah?
They've had their tenor, because I can't imagine them coming out to pick on Igbos, because I'm still on this.
Nobody is actually picking on the Igbos at all. Nobody is doing that. A lot of Yoruba people, a lot of Hausa. Did you see the Northerners who were supporting Peter? So did somebody want to tell me that that's the change? That is the change in the way, in the political scale of Nigeria.
Oh, yeah, I think we have a call.
I think we've got somebody coming on in.
Oh, very lovely.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, hello, we can hear you. Welcome to G-Niger TV. What's your name, please?
Mr. Ogan, you're welcome to the show back.
They have been expecting you in the studio. They say you have some interesting analysis of the election.
Mr. Ogan, this is Vicky CY from D9. How are you doing? Hello, can you hear me, Mr. Ogan?
Oh yeah, give it to her.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Ogan, can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you. Good evening.
Yes, how are you doing? This is Vicky CY from G9 TV. Who called you yesterday? Or rather, you called yesterday, yeah.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Okay, so Mr. Ogan, back to our discussion of yesterday. You know, we didn't run that up, right? Because the network was a little bit messy.
Pardon?
I said right back to our last discussion of yesterday. You know, we didn't run that up because of due to some network issues.
Oh, you're sounding like you're echoing, so.
Oh,
But I guess I'm just coming from what I thought yesterday, right?
thank you very much. Just exactly.
All right. So 2 questions were asked yesterday.
Yes.
The first one was what the administration was all about, and then also how the elections go here in Abuja.
Yes. Yes.
I think I answered the first question last night.
Yes.
So the election so far, it went really well here. I can say it went well in a sense that there was no trouble for both sides,
Okay.
except for one polling unit at the airport road where there was a little issue, there was a little fight, but then no one was injured, no one was killed,
Okay.
there was no gunshot. So for me, it went really well. But so far, what it seems like what we saw during the collation wasn't what we were expecting. That was the thing for the should I say accusation yesterday.
Okay.
When we're carrying placards all around.
Okay.
So for me, that's how it went. From like I said, from my previous unit where I voted, there was no trouble at all.
Okay.
Cancer, although one of the viewers were that was not watched, was then activated which was on the 5:30 p.m. before it was brought.
Okay.
Patiently waiting until it was by 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
And it wasn't heat, it was sunny and people were under the sun. It was raining under the rain.
Wow.
It wasn't really funny. And then after going through all of that stress, all of that difficulty, and then we saw the turnout. We saw the turnout. Apart from our unit, we saw the turnout from other units. And I did my too.
And how has the atmosphere been actually over there? Hello, Mr. Organ, can you hear me?
When you talk, okay, this is better now, yeah?
Okay, so I said, how has the atmosphere been about this newly elected president?
When you what?
How has the atmosphere been when you heard about the new elected president? How has it been over there?
How are we doing over here?
Yes, when the news of the new elected president.
Oh, people were not happy about
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think you
what
want
I
to.
can see so far.
Okay. Because I am surprised.
Why are you surprised?
You know, due to what is going on social media.
Okay, she said she's surprised.
Yes, I am surprised that you said that everything was calm. People were actually not happy because it's not what they elected for,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the people are not happy. No one is happy about what is currently going on. People felt betrayed, sort of. People felt betrayed. They are not confident. They lost confidence on the INEC officials. Lost confidence on the election result itself. But then, even after all of that, after disappointment and everything, nobody is actually fighting anybody.
Okay.
Nobody is actually pouring on anybody. Apart from the usual argument, no, not supposed to be business for that. So no one is actually fighting anybody.
Okay.
I haven't seen that, but I haven't heard.
Okay. Mr. Organ.
People are not happy.
Okay. So, Mr. Organ, what party were you actually in support of?
One thing,
I said, what party were you actually in support of? It's an open question.
I didn't get that.
Okay, can you pass the phone to so you can actually
Okay.
ask that? Mr. Organ has actually given us the point.
Hello, Mr. Organ.
Yes,
So-
I think it's better. She sounds like very far from the mark.
Okay.
Okay. I think one of the key things. I think one of the key things that the question that is being asked, really, I think I will rephrase the question, is that if you were to have the opportunity to vote again, which of the parties would you vote for? Benefit of hindsight.
If I'm asked to vote for all of us, is that what you mean?
Yes.
I am obedient, and if the election has to be,
That is the reason why I was laughing.
Like 1,000 or 1 million, then I will keep obedient.
Okay.
Obedience, O'Shea.
And I have my reasons.
Okay. Is it personal reasons?
Is you what?
No, you have been asked whether it's that what I mean. Why exactly did you decide that you were going to vote for Peter Obi?
Obedience, yeah.
Okay, it's very simple, right? One for sure, I'm a young man, and for one, you need a breath of fresh air
Okay.
in Nigeria. That's what I think. We need a breath of fresh air. We are tired of having our forefathers
Actually, stop on that online.
Our president and all of that, and then you have nothing has changed. Everything remains the same. And the community suffer, going through a lot of difficulties and hardship. We are really tired of that. We the young ones are really tired of that. And I don't think there is any crime if someone who is actually young comes to play, comes to the limelight to lead this nation. It's not a crime. It's okay. So we are actually tired of having the old people leading this nation and they are not giving us results. We want results. We want it different. We need something different.
Yes, so
We need something different.
Mr. Oga,
Yeah.
do you think the obedience will allow this slide just like
die like that, yes.
or there's going to be a court issue or a case raised in court?
You want to come again with that question?
I said, do you think or do you feel like the obedience that the supporter of Peter Obi? Are you with me?
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I think I can hear you better.
Are they going to allow this? Are they going to just accept this result, or they are going to take the case to court?
For sure, this is not allowed. Like 3 days ago, when Mr. Mele and the other party agents walked out of the coalition center, they were saying that we are going to take this to court. And for sure, if you go to court, it has to go to court. No matter if you go to court, it has to go to court.
Really?
Really? We felt that this is not actually what the people actually asked for.
Like, do you believe there will be a change if this go to court, or it's just let's just try and see what will happen?
Okay, I didn't get that clearly now.
I'm trying to say, do you believe or do you feel personally that this going to court will change things, or you're just going to try and see what will happen?
Well, for me, it's not just about trying to see what will happen. The truth is that the judiciary should or supposed to be the last hope of the common man, and going to court, we actually are supposed to be going to court full chest to get justice, because that's where justice. That's where we are actually going to get justice. So if you go to the court and then if the judiciary did the right thing,
Okay.
you get justice and you get what we are supposed to get as obedience. But if the judiciary decides to pay us, that means there is no hope for us in Nigeria, because where the common man runs to for justice.
Okay.
So it's not just going to go and try and let's see what happens. No, we're actually going to get justice.
We really hope justice gets served at this point, because that is what we want. Let us see what we want to come out of it, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
That Nigeria needs to be clean, and someone has to clean it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank you, Mr. Oga. I think you've actually said a lot of things that people are actually hoping will actually take place, which is for there to be calmness. There should just be peace, which is what people are actually looking. That's what we are actually looking at. We don't have to resort to any form of violence. I think everybody just need to remain calm and continue to do so. Obviously, our constitution has given us the opportunity to sort of, if we are actually aggrieved about the election, what would the steps to be taken, and those options are actually open to anybody that feels that, we've been hard done by. So, anyway, so I just want to say thank you very much, and we're looking forward to talking to you again some other time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Organ.
Okay, I'd like to say one more thing before you go.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, please.
Okay. Now, the truth is that we don't want any trouble.
Yes.
Yes.
We are tired of having
No.
people being killed.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's counterproductive.
Yes.
No.
We don't want any life.
You win some, you lose some.
Yes, that's the game.
Even though we are not happy about what's going on.
Sure.
I
Sure.
don't want anybody to have a fight or make any trouble. That's not necessary.
Of
That's
course.
not necessary. You can get just peacefully.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's a
Okay,
fair
then.
talk.
Thank you so much for your
All right then. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in, Mr. August. Thank
Okay,
you
then.
very much. I actually stumbled on that on the internet where Rep Dagoko actually urged Atiku to challenge the result in court.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, everybody has the right. All the people that took part, they've got every single right to actually do that. You know,
But
they have
yeah.
every right to actually come to sort of take the matters to court to see
Yes.
if they can get it
But is
redressed, isn't it?
well, according to what people said online or what have been flying through online, are the INEC now to be trusted with this court stuff and all that, or
Well, it's not INEC that is going to be passing judgment. They are not the one that's going to
but
judge.
what about the person actually that is passing the judgment at the court? Are they
Remember that we've got three arms of government.
Sure.
You know,
Okay.
the executive,
okay?
the legislative, and the
Judiciary.
and the judiciary. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, so the judiciary in this case now are impartial. You know, they are not, well, at least in theory, they're not meant to be. They are not political.
Okay.
You understand? So even though sometimes that seems to be the case, sometimes I feel that sometimes they are being undermined, but in reality, they have demonstrated. Say, for instance, during some of the governorship election, they
yeah.
have overturned some elections, even against the ruling party.
Parties.
So I believe that even though the stakes are higher, you know, in this case now, there is some level of hope that justice will be served.
It's okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But at the same time, if you ask me, if for whatever reason we have a situation where things are not happening, the way people are actually expect it to be, I would just say that we said it earlier, you win some and you lose some. But at the same time, we must not make it. If there's anything Alhaji Atiku said,
I think we have a call.
he said, just before I pick this call, he said, there is not a do or die affair.
Okay.
So, kudos to him for saying
right,
that.
yeah.
So, which is good. So, let's see our next caller. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello. Sorry, can you identify yourself? Sorry, what's your name, please? You are from Mende, that's Lagos.
Yeah, he's INEC officer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. Oh, okay,
I
from
know.
Mende. Okay.
We actually had an
good. In
INEC
fact, we have
officer.
been looking for somebody like you. So tell us exactly what what was it like for you as an INEC officer?
Okay.
Can you just tell us that? Just tell us exactly.
It wasn't easy though, because when the songs came, like they were like, so there were no songs that came in group. But at that point, there were people that were trying to vote for the way they acted. One was like, "I will even speak up now." If you don't vote that,
Okay. All right.
be able for them to be able to vote effectively and to make sure it was a free and fair election.
Okay. So was it a surprise to you guys that that BAT actually lost Lagos? Was that a surprise to you?
Okay?
I said, was that a surprise to you? Because I know that as an INEC officer, you are meant to be impartial. So I'm not going to ask you what party you belong to, but were you surprised that Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu lost Lagos State?
Lagos State.
Well,
He has been declared president anyway, so
it's surprising because I was expecting Bola Ahmed Tinubu to win, but he lost to Peter Obi And well, let me say, Igbo people to make that
No,
you can't say that.
No, you can't say that.
No,
it's a no.
Sorry, I know that you are an INEC officer, but I disagree with you. I know because I can personally tell you there are lots of Yoruba people that I came across.
Definitely.
Who actually supports Peter Obi.
The Yoruba people, but the Igbo people were more than them.
No.
How
sure are you? How sure are you?
Okay, let me ask you this question.
I thought this is supposed to be in Yoruba land according to
I think
right?
you are sounding very. Okay, let me ask you this. So, are you saying that?
That's a
no. Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you a question? Wait now. Are you listening? Hello. Hello. Can I ask you a question? So, are you saying that the people that voted more in so you're actually saying that Lagos State is a Yoruba land?
I'm surprised.
So there are more. Are you saying that there are more Yoruba people in Lagos State, or rather there are more Igbo people in Lagos than Yoruba people?
It's confusing because
it has to be confusing to us.
I think.
But we are expecting Lagos is here. Yoruba people speak Yoruba, even everywhere is Yoruba.
This guy doesn't know what you know. He doesn't know what he's saying.
People winning all the polling parts. Peter Obi got everything. Even in my polling booth, Peter Obi won.
So then I think your conclusion there is quite. I'm sorry, I do not agree with your conclusion.
It's just like you were just lazy.
That is like saying that. That is like saying
the Igbos are dominating.
That is plain. That is plain to.
That's what he's trying to say.
That's just funny.
That is no. I'm sorry, but can I say this to you? I think I need to correct this on here. You've said this on here, and I have to correct this on here. Yes, the Igbo people did coordinate themselves. True. Those that actually agree with Peter Obi, but you must understand that it's not all Igbo people that voted for Peter Obi.
Yep.
Not all Yoruba people actually voted for.
See what they are really putting there, but we just put them through.
This any guy doesn't know what he's saying. Honestly,
I have it on good authority. I have it on good authority where there are lots of Yoruba people that I know who actually have various WhatsApp group who were actually rooting for Peter Obi.
oh my God, I can't believe we lost our call because that INEC official.
No, but you know what? What he says is quite interesting.
Yes,
but
it is.
You see, that this is why we have to be careful about some narratives. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because it's a bit like I've been some place where they said, Yoruba, those Yoruba people, and I used to feel like, oh, really? Those Yoruba people? You know, I'm like. Say for instance, when I'm dealing with somebody from Edo State, and they said that those Yoruba people, I begin to laugh because the person I'm talking to has a Yoruba name. But he's telling me, so I've learned to whine him. So I've learned to whine him. So I will say, okay, all right, okay, Pele Ayomide, because at the end of the day, your name is Ayomide. You are telling me that you Yoruba people. I said, so what are you? He said, no, that Ayomide, you know, it's like the former governor, I think former military governor Tunde Ugbeya. You know, so you know when they say stuff like, imagine him saying stuff like, you Yoruba people. I'm like,
what are you?
I'm Tunde. You are telling me that you Yoruba. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, fine if that's what they want to believe. It's a bit like dealing with Jamaicans as well. You know, they don't want to hear stuff like you're an African. When you say that, you're African, they're like, nope, we're Caribbean. And I've learned to do what? Respect
those that wish.
You know, in this day and age now, you can identify whatever you want to identify yourself as. If you like, you can say that you are a car. So I think in the Western world, isn't that's what is believed, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can identify. Somebody even said that I'm a piano, so you're not. So how that way we work well, and there you go. So you know, back to this itself. I think it's quite important.
Yeah.
It's very, very important that you cannot. Certain things have happened in the past in the 60s,
course, yeah.
right? And I can say that all sides, terrible things were done on narrative.
Yes, that's all.
If not, look, it will be like then, so what's the point of the nation? Because that will give ground. That's like saying, well, if somebody has done something wrong, fine, deal with it and move on.
It's in the past.
It's in the past.
That's in the past. You don't bring the past to the present.
But I said to those that are like you, and I said, no, I am not naive, because that is the reality of this life. If you do not reconcile, issues, if you don't reconcile issues, and you keep on holding to what happened in the 60s and say that you are like that, no, absolutely not. That is why this generation. That is why this generation is different. That is why people are standing. They've not been bribed with anything. Yeah. They are not been doing it. But I can see, you see other tribes going for. To me, it's a very powerful indication that now we are all different. We all have different beliefs, but we are no longer, voting along the line of, oh, you and I, we are now Hausa. You and I were now Igbo. Yeah. So I'm voting for you because you are Igbo. So even though that I know that when you get there, you won't do jack. You understand what I'm saying? So, for whatever reason, people have chosen to, I think those notions ought to be respected.
Yes.
Sure. That's everybody has the right. You don't have to vote the same way. Igbo people does not necessarily have to be obedient. They don't necessarily have to be. Yes. So the ones that believe, well, even though personally I felt it was an opportunity, a golden opportunity, like, look, this guy is out there, so why don't we just grab him, let's rally around him and do whatever. And that's what people have done. See some of the support he had in the north. Even I think he won some northern states.
Yes, he did.
Just
did you understand?
Nasarawa.
He got Nasarawa.
Yes.
There you go.
And just
so.
Was it because he was wearing a turban or
do you get it?
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Well, I think this is some of the lesson we're actually taking away from here. But I think the events of the next few days, we're going to see whether, I'm sure there are a lot of meetings, there's strategizing now that are coming to play, because this is now effectively post election. So Alhaji Ahmed Bola Tinubu, well, I say congratulations. But then what I will still say is that it's not over until it's over.
Yes.
So, well, he has won, and it's been declared so. So whether we agree with it or not does not actually matter. So there are measures in place that to actually correct any anomalies that actually comes up. So, and the European Union and some other Western observers or other observers from other countries as well, they said there is a difference this time around.
Yeah, sure.
That this time around there's been, steps were taken to limit rigging.
Yes.
Rigging took place. No doubt about that.
Yes, so it did.
I stumbled upon something on the internet. Like the portal created by INEC.
Yeah.
For that, which is called the IREV, where results are to be
pasted,
are to be transmitted to from the Beavers machine. Like and a citizen of Nigeria opened the IRF portal. I was trying to show everybody like the anomalies there.
Yes.
He opened
I think I stumbled on that.
Polling unit point in Lagos, Highland to be precise. And he opened a polling unit and he saw Nasarawa Lafia. And he was like, how is Nasarawa connected to Lagos?
To the island.
To the island in Lagos, not even Lagos State, to the highland in Lagos State. So the thing is, there's a lot of anomalies here. And as someone upon another thing, like when they were doing the coalition in Abuja yesterday, they used to show a spreadsheet on the screen.
Yes.
To show you what happened. Like this is the score from different local governments, and this is the total score. Somebody sent something to my friend this morning, and he said, "Can you please calculate everything from the different local governments and see if it's correspond with the total score?" And when my friend called me and woke me up and said, "Israel," I said, "Yes, come let's do this maths together."
I'm sorry to call today. There is somebody that I'm trying to bring on. Hello, Mr. Kenny. Mr. Kenny, I'm calling Mr. Kenny from London. So, Mr. Kenny,
that's nice.
Welcome to G Niger TV.
You're welcome, Mr. Kenny.
I know that you are a very strong, powerful believer in BAT. So tell us, what are you feeling now? Hello.
What am I feeling? Hello. What are my feelings?
Yes. What are your feelings now? Yes.
I I feel good.
It feels good.
You have to feel good. You have to feel good.
I believe the best candidate at one.
But some people might not necessarily agree with you, though.
Yes, sir.
No. No one. This is like competition. No one needs to agree with me, but just
True.
General Babangida coming up and saying we should feel lucky because this is a guy that would turn around the country. So, I mean, in terms of achievements, $2 billion. This is internally generated, funds. So look at everything he's done in Lagos. All his plans. There's a master plan for Lagos, and the governors are following it. Look, Lagos has become the 5th largest economy in Africa. I mean, it's at Anambra State. Where's Anambra on the list? Where is Tamawan? Look, do we want someone that would be spending weekends in Dubai and coming to government? What are practical achievements? Selling everything.
Is there any evidence that he was going to Dubai? Maybe he went for treatment in Dubai. Maybe he went for treatment in advance.
Article lives in Dubai, and look, he's going back to Dubai because all his investment, 70% of his investment is in Dubai. So when you talk of seriousness, serious candidates, seriousness in terms of plans and everything. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one that is like 80% ready. Look, I was going to just start trying just because youths think they can do something. Youths.
But you know that but people had certain fears. To be quite honest, I think a lot of people were really concerned about his health.
Yes.
Which was the major thing that people were actually concerned about.
Yes.
I don't think it was not a personal thing. Yes.
In fact, that's the least. That's an excuse. That's the least to be concerned about.
Okay.
Biden has health problems. How old is Biden? How old is Trump? So when you talk of health, are they medical doctors? Are they analyzed, diagnosed, him or, check his...
Okay, I think I've got someone here who have a question for you. One of our co-hosts, Mr. Israel.
Okay. Mr. Kenny, good evening, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. My question for you is, there were provisions made for the INEC to transmit the results on a portal, but they went back to the 2014-15 model of transmitting the results through papers. So, how do you know your take on?
There's an explanation for that.
Okay, so we'd like to know that.
Some people were arrested in Abuja. They were brought, they're not Nigerians, they're foreigners. They were brought in to hack into the INEC system. Do you understand that INEC was hacked 100-something times, 180-something times?
But who brought them?
Elections. Over 150 times, but they didn't succeed. So the reason for me why it wasn't uploaded, that was deliberate. That if you had denominaries and press conference, he kept on insisting, it should be loaded. That's where they were waiting for INEC. That's why they were waiting for it. Look, all the agents signed the final list, the final, votes. All the agents signed those papers. So that they have the manual form of it, uploaded or not. They have it. Every agent has the result. Signed by each one of them. No one complained that they didn't sign for it. But PDP, the Labour Party, wanted it loaded. I mean, people have been arrested who were just in Abuja to hack into. I mean, hacking is possible. It's possible to hack into it. That would have been the plan. Everything will still come out in the open. Those people that were arrested, they started singing and we know how it happened. They were brought in to infiltrate to the system. So not uploading, that was deliberate.
Okay.
That was deliberate. It's not like glitches. No. It was deliberate. And this should be, when you go to court, these are the evidences that if you notice, Yakubu was so calm as in, the option he gave them was go to court, which should have been the case. They didn't have to come and be shouting there. Go to court. Then we will make it court.
Okay. Mr.
But
Kani.
like there was a score to everything. Just like 1993 when Izeribe went to court and stopped Abiola. I mean, that would have caused constitutional crisis. And that would have just turned Nigeria into something else. So these people had to move on. They had to move on. I mean, why would someone try to stop the system that's been put in place?
Mr. Kenny,
Complain. They did not complain. Everywhere they went, they didn't complain.
The amount spent on that system is 117 billion naira.
So how
and it is the duty of the INEC to make sure such kind of system cannot be tampered
at
with.
all?
So we got news from we got news from INEC. No, we got news from INEC.
Is that there's not any improvement in it?
So look at the American elections. It wasn't 100%. I mean, Trump did not accept the.
We got news from INEC saying it is 40% ready. Like the whole IRF ports have not been made ready, and they've spent over 117 billion naira. And they've promised us 68 times, if I'm not mistaken, that there's going to be a free and fair election that's going to be transmitted to the IRF portal. But we still went back to the old age, which was never meant to be so.
Just like there was no any
everybody has the right to be angry.
No, by the way, no election is free and fair. Let's forget that.
Okay. So you're trying to say the INEC chairman was lying at that point?
It's impossible. There would be problems. When India conducted the elections, it took them, they had so many glitches, they had so many problems. That's even India, which is like a high-tech country, because of Nigeria. So, look, this system will evolve. We get there, we will perfect it. But all this idea of, trying to stop the process, it's so selfish.
So you're trying to say
it shouldn't be encouraged.
You're trying to say the money spent was a waste.
It's not a waste.
It's
a waste. It's a process. They will get there.
Okay.
Give them the chance. Look, Yakubu conducted last elections.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not that this is not his first one. He did the last one. So he's not like new to elections.
Okay.
And look, we have the likes of Denominai that were bent on disrupting because it didn't go their way. So when suddenly people like Dino comes on the floor, they have their own agenda. It's not that they love the country that much. They are politicians, So we should just forget the idea of, ANEC should be perfect. ANEC cannot be perfect. It's a process. You cannot even get to perfection. Okay. So let's forget about perfection. It would just evolve gradually, and we'll get there. Next one will be better. We learn lessons. Every election circle, we will learn from it, and then we improve on the next one.
We actually pray it actually results to that.
Anyway, well, I would just like to say that thank you for your thoughts, And I'm sure I think subsequent programs that will be happening will be asking you to come on board as well. So thank you for that. And so I'm sure you are popping the champagne now. But
pop it while it lasts, okay? Pop it while it lasts.
They said you should pop it while it lasts. I don't know what that means.
Pop it while it lasts too. It can last.
Yeah, but people are looking to. They said they are going to court.
Yes, we are hoping and looking to get the better result from the courts.
It's a done deal.
Look forward.
Okay.
There's no looking back anymore.
Okay.
Now, my advice to the youth, Labour Party will be,
You can't say that. You can't.
Are you serious?
Oh my God!
If they are qualified now, why not?
Yes.
Or we want Charlie Boy to be chairman.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yes, so Charlie Boy, hey, area boy number 1, chairman.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you very much for your thoughts. Thanks for the contribution.
My pleasure.
Okay, then. All right. Thanks so much. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's all meet so that I can wear my gloves. You might turn out to boxing.
Oh, that's a nice one there. Okay. That's a nice one.
We will invite you to our studio when you come to Nigeria.
So please globe up. Make sure you're globing up.
Okay, then. All right. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.
Wow, what a funny person. I must say.
Well, folks, I think that yes, I mean, he said a lot. Obviously, that's a confirmed and full-blooded,
full-bodied,
full everybody APC member. So they are popping their cabinet. Don't worry. So what God cannot do, does not
that.
So I think for now, like we said, right. One thing that I will continue to repeat is that we want to keep things calm, and that is what we're about.
Yeah.
We don't want to go back to the past.
We don't want violence.
So we don't want violence. We want justice to be done.
Yes.
A lot for us. So if anybody, but remember in Jinaja TV, just in case you are guessing, Jinaja TV is a political. That means that we support all parties.
Yes.
So and we have to be seen to be doing so. So if you are PDP and other obedient members, please, call the number 0908 353 4454. So we are here. Even though we'll be closing now, I think
you can drop a comment as well.
Yeah, so what we like to say is that please subscribe to our channel. We have lots of other goodies actually coming up. Tomorrow there are in fact we're planning on going on the street to really talk to people on the street direct.
Yes.
So not just I think we'll be linking up with the studio from there, and we'll be trying to encourage people to say exactly what they want to, what's on their mind, that what do they think about this procedure. But we thank God for now that things are really working out. We are not having any violence,
things are
like it was rightly said, somebody has won. So let's see what happens from here, because at the end of the day, you never know. You never know. Anything can happen. Any good thing can happen.
Yes, that's what I believe that.
The
Yes.
best thing can happen.
So that's it. So I would just say, chin up. Thank God we are alive. So at least it's the person that is alive that is saying he wants to do election.
Yes.
So all right then. So any final word from you, Vicky? So before we round up.
Well, it's been so good. Anyway, I had lots of fun from the last caller actually because he's a really big,
I think I'll be reaching out to him in some other thing. He always has a lot to say.
I think that is very nice. We having him on the show too as well.
Absolutely.
Because he has a lot of things to talk about.
Okay.
And please tell him once he's coming on the studio, he needs to really global, because I think I'm going to be in that ring. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's been so wonderful anyway, friends, family.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Israel?
Well, I just want to say this to the public. Please, no violence. You can do peaceful protest. Take your voice and let your voice be heard, but no destroying of properties, no harming of anyone. Be safe, be peaceful. We are all one Nigeria.
And stay calm.
Stay safe.
Yeah, stay calm.
Well, folks, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed to to the program. I just want to say thanks to the cameramen, all the guys,
kudos to them.
behind the scene.
Yeah, kudos to them.
So they actually wanted to come along, So so we have some great guys behind the scene there. So thanks for making this happen. And once again, I just want to say, well, for all his work, it's congratulations to
Mr. Bola Ahmed
to the incoming president of Nigeria.
Yes.
So, and like we said, to the obedience and the PDP people, well, the options that it's even though BAT has been declared as winner, you still have your fight it. So
yes,
please don't let us resort to any violence like Alhaji Atiku has said, and Peter Obi has said as well. No violence.
No violence.
And, so
stay safe.
Let's Nigeria is ours, and let's do the right thing.
Yeah.
So thank you once again, and to our viewers, please next time we are looking for you to call in, leave comments. Let's say we address those things and let's see what happens then.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you everyone, and from us it's good night.
Yes, one love, one Nigeria.
One love, one Nigeria. Yeah, you can say that we need that more than anything right now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then. Thank you.
Peace out, guys.
Wow. That was absolutely